Alright, this one's going to be a long run, and this is kind of like an explanation on why anti-airs are an issue. So I'm going to show you 3 games, and you're going to see what I mean by how ridiculous this is. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about anti-airs, but this has to be mentioned because I literally prove this almost every day in KL. And when I play, I don't know, any player ever. So here we go. So if you watch this first part of the set, you'll see I start jumping early, right? Because I want to get in their head that I'm going to jump at them and they have to do something. So he anti-airs this time, right? That's because I'm timing it early. Now I'm timing it late. He gets a stand 1 anti-air. Now here's the giveaway. That's the giveaway. You can't anti-air with that, right? It looks like you can because I'm whiffing my jump-ins. But I'll show you in a minute. Like, he just has to get conditioned. So obviously, you know, I've tried jumping, it's not working. But it's the reason why it's not working is because in this situation, I haven't established anything else, right? I haven't established that, you know, I'm gonna throw fans. I haven't established any type of neutral, like I'm gonna back to him. I haven't established anything. So it looks bad, right? Because he's just walking back and zoning me, or anti-airing me every time. So as you see, I'm obviously gonna lose this game because I adapted way too slow. So now we're gonna go, and you're literally going to see how I add 2 things into my game plan, and then all of a sudden he can't anti-air me. Which is how MK11 plays. Like, this is generally how MK11 ends up being. So actually we're going to show you the last one because I don't want to go too far into it. Too long into it. But you'll see in the last video. Actually, I probably should have showed you the second one because the second one shows me adapting immediately. Because I realized, like, he's not actually anti-airing. Like, that's the lie that you're being told, right? Is like, you think that he's anti-airing on reaction, but he's actually just reading that I'm going to jump at him, right? So you see here, like, I'm just throwing fans, right? And my goal is to get him to respect the fans. Yeah, so he's still trying to anti-air me with preemptive anti-airs. I haven't conditioned him enough yet. Look how much damage he took. And drop that, and I broke. But he made a mistake here. Watch this. This is a mistake. And then he does that. Probably could have killed him with just a combo, but I wasn't sure.
Crawl back to the nether realm.
Round 2, fight.
I don't know how that whiffed. So as you see now, what's happening is the reason why he's getting hit by this jump in is because he's respecting fans in the neutral. He knows I'm gonna throw them at any time. And he can't jump to air me because he'll get anti-air by the fans and then get comboed off of a fan. So now he's got to respect these jumps, and now I can just jump freely. See, like I can just jump freely. And the reason why I can jump freely is because I've conditioned him to walk a block. And in any other game, he would be able to react to the fan toss and anti-air me. But because this game, there's different ways you have to anti-air different types of jump-ins. You just get jumped on in certain situations like this. And that's like the point that I'm trying to make is like here, let's go to the second to last game. Because the reason why he anti-aired me the first time, right, is because all I was doing was jumping. But the problem with this game is, since down 2s don't have upper body invincibility and moves certain anti-airs don't low profile, what ends up happening is once you get conditioned by something in neutral, it could be a fan toss, it could be a string like Kotal's forward 2, it could be anything. dashes can't be checked in this game. So like you're not reading jump, walk up, jump. You're just not reading that. You have to anti-air that on reaction. You have to have an idea that it's gonna be there. But it's not. It shouldn't be the forefront of your mind, or you're just gonna get hit by everything. You see here? See, I'm gonna start throwing fans because I realize he's just backing up to anti-air me. Like, see, watch. He's just trying to back up. Just trying to back up. See, that anti-air works because Katana low profiles. And this is kind of weird. I think I finally get him. Here? There we go, yeah.
I will execute.
Round 2, fight.
So this guy had everything right. Well, he made one mistake. He should have used down back four. See? He's still trying to anti-air. Granted, I think that was a plus. Because of size. Yeah, see? It's just not gonna... You just can't anti-air that. You can't. He's too conditioned by fans. See, he's afraid a fan's gonna come. Free jumping. Like... That was a good funner. Got shimmied. Should have 1-2'd there. This is where it gets weird. He jumps twice. He jumps again. Jumps right here. Yeah. Could have killed me for that. So basically, the whole point that I'm trying to make here is that people will tell you there's anti-airs in the game, and yes, there are anti-airs, but the thing is, Dragon has discussed this before. It's just simply the problem with the anti-airs in this game is that the anti-airs, you don't have enough time to anti-air. Once there's so many things being thrown in the neutral, if all I'm doing is jumping at you, yes, you can anti-air. You can anti-air in any game if all they're doing is jumping. But the thing is, I was changing my jumping timing. He just got lucky. But, you know, you can change your jumping timing. You can empty jump. There's so many options you can do. You can do a jump kick. Like, it's just all different jumping timings. And on top of that, you have to watch out for, in Katana's case, you have to watch out for her fans. And other characters' case, like Kotal, you have to watch out for forward 2, Sindel, forward 4. There's just too many things going on in the neutral. The jumps aren't floaty enough. You will not have enough time to react. As soon as Katana's in the air, you were reading a fan. She's going to jump, and she's going to do either early jump 2 or a late jump 2 or a jump kick. And they all have different timings. Like, they all have different time. And empty jump, that has a different time. I've done empty jump, watch people whiff their stand 1, try to go for a conversion, and then I punish them. So, like, the whole point I'm trying to make here is that, like, this video is a perfect example of that. Yes, if I'm just jumping at you, of course an anti-air is going to work. No shit. Like, the only thing you know is that I'm going to jump with a specific jump in. But if there's so many things going on in the neutral, it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work in MK. I'm sorry, the jumps, they're just too active. They're not floaty enough. It's just not going to work. And it's proven by, like, if you want real proof, just go watch any pro game. Like, they're micro-ducking the early jump kicks, the early jump-ins. They're getting punishes off of stand 1 punish. They're not anti-airing. Because the pros know. Like, the jump-ins are just busted. So unless you're going to say the pros don't know what they're talking about, and the person who spent hours and hours and hours and hours and hours in labbing these characters and understanding how the characters play, all I can say, man, is, like, you can have your opinion, man. Like, I just hope it doesn't transfer over to MK12 because we're going to get jumped on again if that's the case. Like, I just want us to have solid anti-airs, man. I play Katana. I hate her jumping. I hate the fact that I have to be brain dead. I have to throw fans and jump. Like, that's how Katana beats Fujin. Like, that shit is just... That's just whack, man. I should be playing neutral and footsies. I should be throwing fireballs and anti-airing. The jump-in should only be rewarded once they're completely respected of my neutral. It shouldn't be a guess. So anyway, I'm done. Like I said, that was that last video was the last video on anti-airs, but I just wanted to show you proof of what I mean. Like the guy was anti-airing at the beginning, but as you saw at the end, he wasn't anti-airing at all. He was missing every anti-air and getting comboed. And before you tell me I'm gonna block 1,000 fans just to anti-air a jump in, you're gonna just basically let me do whatever the fuck I want. So I don't know what to tell you, man. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Have fun playing MK11 and fighting games.